Hello guys, welcome in today's episode. Starting from the BTC on the weekly time frame, as you know, last night we closed the weekly candle. After we had this 5 weeks, the green candles, last night we closed with a $48,800. However, as I kept mentioning that, under this higher time frame Fibonacci, we were around 0.618, the golden zone, and then we were expecting a pullback. And then the second scenario was, we may, under a lower time frame, we might have a fake out, like going to $52,000 and then rejecting from that level. However, as you can see, but with a less than $400 difference, we got rejection from 0.618, the golden zone. However, whether we're going to go to the 0.618 target or no, we need to do a multiple time frame analysis under a lower time frame. The weekly time frame, there is not much to talk about. You can see the volume is getting on the positive side. However, this doesn't mean that we've got a full confirmation. Moving on to a daily time frame. Before we start multiple time frame analysis, if you guys are learning and enjoying from the contents, do not forget to like the video, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and activate the bell so you do not miss the accurate market updates. If we're going to take a look into a daily time frame, most of you guys might remember that we've been following these three resistance and then two support lines, then became support at the moment, acting as a support in the last nearly 3 months. So as soon as we held the lower line of this support number 2, which was acting as a resistance, and then we were targeting the resistance number 1 as well as the 2, and then the third target was resistance number 3, and then the ultimate target was this 0.618, the golden zone. And as I said, we got a rejection that we reached to the target level, less than $400 difference. So at the moment, daily time frame, as I'm keep mentioning in the last couple of videos, that the daily time frame trying to be on the bullish territory. However, it's not fully confirmed. Losing on the daily time frame, this level of the resistance number 3, and then daily time frame will move completely to the consolidation level. At the same time, one can see that on the price action, we're having a higher highs, higher lows. However, the oscillator started fainting for some time, and this is not a good sign. That's the sign of, if we cannot break and stay above 0.618, the golden zone, ideally $51,500 and $52,000, which is unlikely at the moment, then we might see the price action go further up, which is going to be around $56,000 and $57,000. However, as I said, this is too early, because at the moment this indicates that we might see from the market the expected pullback. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. Recently I started following this trend line, where I took it from as soon as we broke the support number 2. Since then, as you can see, this trend line acted perfectly as a support, and recently that acted as a support again. Now it became a resistance. So we've got a couple of support and resistance lines around this area. So one needs to be careful about this level of $47,300 and $47,000. Once we're going to lose $47,000, highly likely this time, as I keep mentioning since the last week, this time we will lose on the 4-hour time frame the upper line of this resistance number 3, which is acting as a support, and then 4-hour will go under the bear's control. We have to keep an eye on in the coming next 48 to 72 hours. As I said, once we're going to lose this level of the upper line of this resistance, and then this time we don't go to the consolidation on the 4-hour, we will go to the bear's control. If that's going to get confirmed, I doubt that this time lower line of this resistance number 3 is going to hold. Highly likely the price will come to the upper line of this resistance number 2, which is going to be around $42,000. However, it is slightly early, and in order to do further analysis, we need to move on to the lower time frames. Before lower time frames, I'm going to recap. As soon as we hold the level of 30,000, 31,000 on the lower time frame, we had a buy signal. However, if you're a swing trader, the swing trade came at around 33,500 and 34,500 levels. So it depends where you take the signal from. One could have been already up by targeting the 618, over 60% spot profit. However, if you're a swing trader taking from $34,000, one could have been up by 48%. Before we move on to the lower time frames, if you want to learn all this technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8. And one-on-one intense mentorship is available, where I'm going to teach you how to become a profitable trader in the market. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master this all. During the course, you will learn day trading, i.e. scalping, swing, and as well as the long-term as an investor trading systems. Moving on to 2-hour time frame. If we're going to analyze the 2-hour time frame, as I mentioned in the last video, that once we broke and then 2-hour entered into consolidation, and then as you can see perfectly retested it, it didn't allow to go further up, and then 2-hour time frame moved to the consolidation level. However, as you can see, the upper line of this resistance number 3, it held perfectly week to week with the sum of the candles dollar to dollar. And in the recent tweet that I mentioned, the 2-hour moved towards the upside with this candle. There was a news game, and as a result we started pumping, and 1-hour as well as the 2-hour low time frames, as I mentioned in the tweet, that moved to the bullish territory. However, as I mentioned, one needs to be careful with a weekend price action, and that might be a fake out. As expected, that was a fake out, and at the moment 2-hour entered again back into the consolidation. It seems now 2-hour it's getting weaker. In the coming hours we might test $48,600, $49,000. If we're going to get a rejection, this time highly likely the 2-hour time frame will move towards the bearish control, and then highly likely, as I said, we're going to lose on the 2-hour time frame as well as the 4-hour time frame this upper line of this resistance, and then price action will tend towards downside. However, once we're going to test $48,000, $49,000, if we're going to break that level, price action highly likely we're going to go to $50,000, $50,500, because around $50,000 we've got an important level of the Fibonacci, and then we will see how the $50,000 will react. If that scenario happens, I will update via Twitter. If you're not following me, you can follow me via Twitter for an instant and market updates, and especially for the altcoin setups via Twitter at the Magnate. 1-hour time frame. As soon as we're lost in the 24th of August, the $49,200, $49,000 1-hour time frame entered into a consolidation. As you can see, perfectly retested the same level. We got a rejection right from there, dollar to dollar, cent to cent, and then we moved under the bearish control. However, on the lower time frame, we can see clearly how the wicks played out with this upper line of this resistance. And again, I'm reminding you this, we've been following this resistance lines in the last nearly 3 months, and still we're playing these levels. So then with the pump 1-hour time frame, with this fake out 1-hour time frame, moved towards the bear zone. The current condition of the 1-hour time frame, as soon as we lost $48,000, 1-hour entered into the consolidation, and now it is in a couple of hours highly likely we're going to get a confirmation that 1-hour time frame will be under the bear's control. Same scenario as 2-hour time frame for the bullish scenario. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.